Hey, what is happening? Outdoor Education 50. It's Mr. Smith here, live from Ross Shepherd, as you can see. I'm in my classroom today. I haven't been in school for the last 2 weeks, the same as you guys. I had to come in today to finish up some report cards, and I'm going to take this time to make our first online lesson. First and foremost, I hope everybody's doing well. I know this is not easy. This hasn't been easy for anybody. I'm going a little crazy myself. Make sure you get outside. Make sure you go for walks. You can even maybe get your bike out if you have one as the snow goes away. As long as you're keeping your distance from large groups of people, there's nothing stopping you from going outside and being able to get some fresh air. Just quickly want to go over I will be posting our assignments on Thursdays. Thursday is our Block 4 class. So whether you're in Outdoor Ed 15, 25, or 35, I will be posting assignments for you to view on Thursdays. And the following week they'll be due. I know it says here Friday hand-in assignments. I will set a due date on Google Classroom. And then Thursday, I am also going to host a Google Hangout session at 10:30 a.m. So as long as you click the link, you will be able to join and we can touch base and have a FaceTime chat, see how everybody's doing, and check in with everyone. Okay, for Outdoor Education 15 to begin, I've posted a few assignments on your Google Classroom. Some I just want to go over and make sure that you've completed up to this point. Now, I know with this course, we're not going to be able to do a lot of our field trips. We don't know if school is going to be back by the end of the year. Cross our fingers, let's hope. If we do, we are basically going to have a field trip almost every day. If that doesn't happen, you will be able to get, I'm sure, a refund from the school. In the meantime, you can still get credit for your modules. So you may remember I had posted Wildlife 1020, the wildlife diversity, where you had to research 2 different mammals. So that one you need to hand in if you haven't completed that. The next one we had started in class was our planning a trip. So this was our lesson on, it is a part of our wildlife navigation. So this was basically how are you going to plan the logistics of going on a trip. So if you were to go hiking in Jasper or hiking in Banff, what types of things would you look for? What would you need to prepare for your food? What would you need to prepare for your gear? What kind of safety precautions you need to take and everything. So planning a trip is an assignment on Google Classroom that you can also submit to me if you have not yet completed that assignment. The next assignment that I would like to go over is called Wildlife 1060 Navigation Assignment number 2. This is a continuation from planning a trip. In this module, we would have been outside and we would have been using compasses and using orienteering techniques to read different types of maps and terrain. So what you're going to do in this assignment in order to get marks, you'll notice the assignment is out of 24 marks. Okay, so there's 3 marks for each description or providing an example. So what you're doing in step 1 here is you're going to identify and describe different types of navigation techniques and how they have been used over time. So what I'm going to get you to basically Google will be ancient techniques, celestial techniques, different compass techniques, and what's called a chronometer techniques. Now, if none of those make sense to you right now, that's okay. That is why you are learning. To basically understand the history of how people navigated around the world before we had Google Maps and GPS techniques. I have included at the bottom here helpful resources. Why did I call these resources helpful? Because if you click on each of these, you should be able to find information to answer all of these different types of techniques. So you don't need to go searching through some long lost history books to find these. Your resources will give you the information you need. Step 2, identify, interpret, and describe different types of maps and while providing examples. So I have included on here topographical, hydrographical, satellite imagery, and aerial photography. So these are all different type of maps that we would use when we are trying to survey an area for building. For example, my father works in soil science, and basically oil companies, when they want to build a well out on some, let's say, property in northern Alberta, they have to use different types of maps to map out the land, where are their ridges, where are their swamps, where is their water, all these different types of things. You guys can go, there are some helpful resources here to help you with the different types of maps. The bottom resource here is the best for looking at basically topographical maps. You can also just type into Google topographical map. You should get some links that will show you what that means and what they look like. So I'd like you to provide an example for each type of map. Okay? To hand this assignment in, you can just put your answers onto this Google Doc. Okay, you don't need to put it into a Google Slides, but you are more than welcome to put it onto Google Slides if you would like. Okay. Once you've completed that, hand it in on Google Classroom, and then that will be our assignment for the week. Now, we're only going to be including one assignment per week with outdoor education. Here's the thing though, because normally we would be outside, we will not have as many assignments as you would with something like math or science or English language arts. This is just the way it is right now, and we've got to kind of roll with the punches. What I am going to be posting though for you guys is different ways you can get outside and explore, especially as the weather hopefully turns and gets warmer moving forward. So for things like building shelters, I'm going to look into ways in which you guys could take pictures, video, send it to me and show, have you been able to get outside and potentially build like a little wood shelter or a little tarp shelter using whatever kind of resources you have. Okay, that's it for me. I hope everybody stays safe, try and stay sane, get outside. I will see you at Thursday morning, 10:30 a.m. by clicking the Google Hangout Meet link that I will include in our Google Classroom. I'll see you then. Everybody take care.